Yes, Mataji. Is my screen visible?
It's starting, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, it is. Thank you.
Okay. So this is chapter number 12, last chapter of official last chapter of Bhakti Yoga. Actually, Prabhupada writes about Bhakti in all the chapters. Every chapter you will hear Krishna. Every page of Bhagavad Gita will have Krishna name, and you will be reading, and then you will be chanting the name of Krishna when you read Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So this is officially this is the devotional service last chapter. That is the Bhakti Yoga's last chapter, but every chapter Prabhupada will be speaking about bhakti. Okay. Yes, Hare Krishna. So we'll start the devotional service, Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 12. Okay. Chapter number 11 we have read. So what was the topic of chapter? What was the main theme of chapter number 11? What was the name of chapter number 11? Yes, anyone? What was the name of chapter number 11? What we have read in chapter number 11? Vishwaswarupa. Okay. So Vishwarupa, universal form we have read. Okay. The universal form we have read. So what is the connection with chapter number 11 and what is the chapter number 12 we'll read. Okay. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. So we pay our humble obeisances into the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu before starting this chapter, as well as Radha Krishna before starting this chapter. Okay. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So synopsis of chapter number 12. So in the chapter number 11 we have read about the Vishwarupa Darshan. We have the universal form Darshan. Okay. So Lord Krishna shows his universal form and Arjuna's attachment to the personal two-handed form. So universal form, then four-handed form, then two-handed form. Arjuna is saying about the two-handed personal form. Then in chapter number 12, devotional service. So Arjuna being attached to two-handed forms want to clarify his position. So Arjuna is now very much attached to two-handed form. So he's asking the form which you have showed in the starting of chapter 11, that is the Vishwarupa form, and the personal form, which is best to be attached. Okay. So this is what, after hearing and seeing Lord's inestimable impersonal opulences, Arjuna again wants to hear about devotional service. So to clarify his position as a devotee who who works for Krishna as opposed to a jnani who renounces birth. So jnani mainly worship the impersonal form, that is the universal form which is pervading all around. Okay, so they're searching for that form. Okay, they are worshipping that form, but a devotee worships Krishna in his personal form. So Arjuna wants to clarify which is better, the personal form worshipper or impersonal form worshipper. So is a devotee worshipper or a jnani is better or a devotee is better? That is what Arjuna wanted to clarify. To clarify his position as being attached to the personal form of Krishna as superior to the universal form or the unmanifested Brahman. So to clarify his position, which is better, as a devotee is better or a jnani is better. Okay, that is the this chapter synopsis. So in chapter number 12, three sections will be there. The first section, that is 1 to 7, bhakti over impersonalism. So bhakti versus impersonalism, which is better? Krishna will be explaining by his mouth only. Okay. And then 12.8 to 12, progressive stages of bhakti. Okay, so what are the progressive? 8, 9, 11, 12. So 4 slokas. And what are the 4 options we have? Okay. So someone will tell, no, I cannot completely surrender my mind, intelligence to Krishna. So what other option I have? So Krishna will give other option. Okay, I cannot do that also. Okay, you do this also. So 4 options Krishna will be giving what to do. Okay. And then 13 to 20, qualities that endear ones to Krishna. So the quality after attaining which we become dear to Krishna. Okay, so that will be discussing the quality. So 3 sections we have, A, B, C, D, small chapters, only 20 sloka, but very nice slokas. Okay. 12.1, Arjuna Uvacha. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes,
I'll be
Mataji.
reciting it for the first time. So if I make any mistake, please forgive me.
Yes,
Also, if you want any
Mataji.
change in speed, please do let me know.
Yes, Mataji, please. Yes,
Arjuna Uvacha. Evam satatayukta ye bhaktastvam pariyupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktan teshanke yoga vittamaha.
Yes, Mataji, very nice. This, I think this is okay for this speed is okay. And, when
Okay,
we,
Prabhuji.
yes, Mataji. So Arjuna is inquiring. Okay, so Arjuna is inquiring. Arjuna inquired, which is considered to be more perfect? Those who are properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman then manifested? So basically, he's asking the universal form worshippers are better, or two-handed form worshippers are better. Which is better? Okay, so can you answer me? Can anyone tell me? Because we have discussed about these things very many times, that which one is better. Okay, so what is your take in that? Just one word. 200 form, which one is better? 200, 200, 200, 200. 2 answers I have got. 200. Anyone with universal form? Anyone want to go with universal form? Anyone is there who wants to go with the universal form? Anyone? No one is there. Okay, let's see what Krishna is telling. So basically, if you see this, this picture is showing impersonal form, and Krishna will be coming in this, and it will become like personal. So which one is better? This is what Arjuna is questioning. Okay, which is better, personalism or impersonalism? Arjuna has question, which is more perfect, engaging in devotional service or worshipper of impersonal Brahman? So which one is better? Starting of the universal form, that worshipper, or the personal form worshipper, that is devotee, is better. Okay. Now Krishna's answer. This is again going on one side. Let me close it and then again restart. Now it is okay. Which one is better, personalism or impersonalism? So 2 classes of transcendentalists we have. One is the personalist, one is impersonalist. So personalist engages in the service of Krishna. Impersonalist, they worship the Brahman form, that is the light form, the energy form. Okay. The next conclusion of every chapter of Bhagavad Gita attached to the personal form of Lord. So what are the chapters we have seen? In the chapter number 2, we have seen that living entity is a spiritual spark. Absolute truth is a spiritual whole. So living entity is part and parcel of the whole, and it is like a spark. Okay, we have read this in chapter number 2. Now chapter number 6, last shloka, 6.47 says Bhakti Yoga is best of all yoga. After describing all of the yoga, that is Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Krishna is saying Bhakti Yoga is best. So we have read in chapter number 6 about that. Chapter number 7, living entity is part and parcel of the whole, recommends one to transfer his full attention to the whole. So this is what we have read in chapter number 7, starting of the Bhakti Yoga chapters. If you remember, from chapter 7 to chapter 12, the Bhakti Yoga chapter, and then chapter 8. Anyone who thinks Krishna at the time of death at once goes to the spiritual sky, to the abode of Krishna. So about personal form worshippers, we have read in chapter 2, 6, 7, 8, these chapters. Okay. Only way to have association of Supreme Personality of Godhead is through devotional service. Only this word, okay? Only word is there. Only way to have association with Supreme Personality of Godhead is through devotional service. And we will be reading. We have read about this also. We'll be reading also that only way to have association with Krishna, only way to know Krishna is is by the devotional service. So if we are devoting ourselves to Krishna, then only we'll come to know about something about Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. That is the basic thing.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Mayyaveshya mano ye man nitya yukta upasate shraddhaya parayopitas te me yuktatamamataha.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, those who fix their mind on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith are considered by me to be the most perfect. So this is the answer given by Krishna. Okay, both are there. So Krishna is saying, the person who is always engaging in my personal form worshipping and engaging in the worshipping me, that is great. That is the better one. Okay, so that is the answer given by Krishna. You can see the devotee. They are preparing Krishna. Okay, there means they are they are just before this. In the morning, there will be Aarti at 7 a.m. daily. So before that, there is preparation. They will prepare Krishna for that. Okay, so that is, so devotee is preparing. So who is most perfect? So two things are there. Okay, why most perfect? Krishna tells that devotee is more perfect. Why more perfect? Because the fixed mind on my personal form, worship me with great and transcendental faith, always engage in worshipping me. So why most perfect? Krishna has given this. Okay, two things are there: actions and Krishna consciousness. So Krishna conscious activity are not material because everything is done for Krishna. So these are about actions in Krishna consciousness. Krishna conscious activity are not material because they are doing it for Krishna, not for ourselves. Okay. A pure devotee is in full samadhi because of his constant engagement. Example: chanting, hearing, cooking, shopping, wash temples or dishes, etc. Do not waste single moment. They will be always. So whenever they are doing the service for the at the temple or anywhere, they are doing it for Krishna. Whenever they are working outside, they are thinking about Krishna all the time. So every time they are engaged in Krishna service, every time in the devotional life only, every time they are thinking about Krishna. So they are every time they are not wasting a single moment without remembering Krishna. That is the thing. So they are worshipping Krishna at the temple, they're at home, and if they are working outside, they're remembering Krishna. Results they are giving to Krishna. So that is the thing. Okay. But those who fully worship the unmanifested, that which lie beyond the perception of the senses and all pervading, inconceivable, fixed and immovable, that impersonal conception of the absolute truth, by controlling the various senses and being equally disposed to everyone, such persons engage in the welfare of all, at last achieve me. So impersonal also achieves Krishna. Okay. So what is the difficulty and how it is achieved? It is described in this slide. So text number 3, 4. Those who worship the unmanifested will also reach Krishna eventually and surrender. Okay. So impersonal will also reach Krishna at last. Okay. So characteristic, what are the characteristics of impure impersonal conception of absolute truth? Impersonal form is unmanifested, beyond sense perception, all pervading, it is all pervading. Okay. Inconceivable, cannot think, unchanging, fixed, immovable. Okay. So these are the characteristics of impersonal conception of absolute truth. How to worship the unmanifested? So the impersonal form worshipper, okay, by controlling the various senses. So it is written in the sloka, by controlling the various senses. So for worshipping the unmanifested, you need to control the senses, your senses first. But for worshipping the personal form, everything will be streamlined after you start the devotional service. Okay, so that is very, very easy process. But impersonal form worship is very, very difficult process, because first you have to control the various senses by being equally disposed to everyone. So this is also there. You have to be equally disposed to everyone by engaging in welfare for all. Difficult for any common man, such penance involved before the ultimate realization of full surrender take place. Okay, so it is very, very difficult for common man to practice all those things. Okay.
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम् देहवद्भिरवाप्यते.
So there you see in this slide, it is written Klesho Dukkham. Two times Krishna is telling Klesho Dukkham, for whom there Krishna is telling. Okay. Avyakta. So the people who are worshipping the Avyakta form, that is the impersonal form, life is full, the path is full of Klesha, Dukkha. Okay. For those whose mind are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. Advancement is very troublesome. Okay, to make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. So it is very difficult for embodied being like us to progress in the devotional life by using this impersonal form, by worshipping the impersonal form. Okay, so this is what Krishna is telling, full of klesha, full of dukkha. Okay. Path of impersonal is troublesome and very difficult. So two types of yogis are there. Both ultimately will go to Krishna. One is Bhakti Yogi and second is the Jnana Yogi. Okay. So Jnana Yogi is worshipping the impersonal form. The Bhakti Yogi is worshipping the personal form, that is Krishna's two-handed form. Okay. Jnana Yogi path is very, very difficult, very, very troublesome, full of klesha and full of dukkha. But Bhakti Yogi enjoy during the path also, because they are singing, we are dancing for the love of Krishna, they are singing in the love of Krishna, they are tasty prasadam they are taking, they are working for Krishna. So this is a very, very you can say enjoyable process. The process is very, very enjoyable. You are enjoying the process also. At end also you are attaining Krishna. That is also very enjoyable. So path is also enjoyable and end is also enjoyable in this. Okay. But for a Jnana Yogi, troublesome, very, very troublesome. Advancement is very, very troublesome. At end they will attain Krishna. But it will take many, many days, many, many lifetime. After many, many birth, Jnana Yogi, after attaining the full Gyan, they will devote themselves to Krishna and they will attain Krishna. So this is what Krishna is saying. After taking many, many birth, the Jnana Yogi, the people who are in the Gyan, they will attain me. Okay. This is what Krishna says. The difference, comparison. Okay. Impersonalist and personalist in terms of practice. Meditate on formless, that is impersonal form. Personalists meditate on the form of deity. So in the deity, they can easy to embodied. Okay, but formless, how can you think of formless? Anything formless, is there any light, is there any energy there? Now put your mind, intelligence on that formless thing, that energy thing. It is very, very difficult. Okay, so meditate on formless, difficult for embodied. Meditate on form of deity is easy to embody. Okay, unmanifested is beyond the senses, restricts the senses. Okay, but for personalists, senses can perceive the deity and sound of mantra. So they are engaging their senses, the deities in the sound of mantra. Okay, now the impersonalists must understand the Brahman through the Upanishads, etc. So they must read the Upanishads. So now if they are reading the Upanishads, they must know the Sanskrit, they must have too much intelligence so that they can go through the meaning of those things. Okay, so they have to learn the language Sanskrit, understand the non-perceptual feelings also. Okay, so this is in the form of impersonal. But for a personalist, what is required? Full devotion is required, and there is the spiritual masters will be there. Bona fide spiritual masters will be there. So we can go to them, we can surrender to them, and under his guidance we can do the bhakti yoga. So it is very, very easy process. Okay, So simple chanting Hare Krishna, guidance of bona fide spiritual masters simply by offering regulative obeisances unto the deity, hearing the glories of the Lord, eating the remnants of foodstuff offered to the Lord. So this is the process. Just hear about Krishna, offer glory, hearing the glories of Krishna, eat the remnant of Krishna, glorify Krishna, chant. The simple process under the spiritual master. If you are doing this process, very, very easy to attend Lord. Okay. Long practice make it difficult to take a bhakti. So many life will be there. After many life, they will realize the full knowledge. And after knowing the full knowledge, they will again take bhakti only. Okay. So many long process. It is very, very long process. Completely natural. Bhakti is completely natural because our natural tendency is to serve someone. In the material life also, we are serving someone. Whatever we are doing, we are serving someone. Okay, why not serve Krishna directly? And this is our nature. So if you're attaching ourselves to Krishna, if you're giving our heart to Krishna, if you're developing pure love to Krishna, then it is very natural process. Okay, not a difficult process. Impersonalist, it is very troublesome. No relationship with the Lord. Okay. Is eruption of Kundalini energy is worship of impersonal form? That is Dhyana Yoga. Okay. Ashtanga Yoga form, maybe Ashtanga Yoga practice. That is they're worshipping on the, because there is no God only. Okay. In the Kundalini energy, there is no God only there. Okay. So that is not Bhakti Yoga. That is something else. Maybe Dhyana Yoga, maybe mostly Dhyana Yoga, I think, because they are meditating. Okay. Completely natural, and then troublesome. This is no relationship with the Lord, but this one, personalized. Misery is mitigated by relationship with Krishna. Krishna is taking care because you are surrendering yourself to Krishna. Now Krishna is taking care of the process. Now Krishna is the above you, so he is looking after you. Okay, so if you are completely surrendered, Krishna will take care of you. But for a impersonalist, their own endeavors will be there. They are not surrendered to Krishna. They are making own endeavors, so they are dependent on their own endeavor. But a personalist, devotee, Krishna is taking care. Okay, Krishna himself recommended this process. That's why he is taking care of Krishna out of his paternal love and by his causeless mercy. So these are the things, because we are depending on Krishna. Krishna also helps us. Then the in the terms of realization, Brahman versus Bhagwan. So Brahman is there, Bhagwan is there. So different questions are coming. We'll take this question at the end. Okay. Nirguna, Brahman is Nirguna without quality, but Bhagwan is Saguna with forms, quality, etc. Brahman is inconceivable, possesses inconceivable potency. Bhagwan will also have potency, but inconceivable potency. But Brahman is inconceivable directly. Okay. It is all pervading. Krishna is also all pervading by energy, and is so Brahman is a part of Bhagwan only. It is not like that it is something different. Brahman is also a part of Bhagwan. The light, the energy, the form. Light is coming from something, some like light source should be there. Okay, so Brahman form is also coming from the Bhagwan form only. So the both quality is mostly similar, but thing is they don't have Bhagwan form. So Bhagwan form is not there, then this is too difficult. Okay, but Brahman is also a part of Bhagwan only. So Nirguna, but it is Saguna. Inconceivable, it is also inconceivable with potency. So this is energy of Bhagwan only, Brahman form. All pervading, it is all pervading. It is unchanging, fixed and immovable. It is also unchanging, fixed and immovable. Cannot perceive any opulences because of lack of activity. So energy is there, no activity is there. But personal form is there. It must have activity. So personal form is there. He has some leela, some pastime is there. So Krishna has done some pastime, many pastimes are there, many leelas are there, so many things are there. So possesses 6 opulences in full. Okay. Risk of not realizing absolute truth at the end. Success is guaranteed and nothing is lost. So Bhagwan says, so if you are doing devotional service, spiritual life, then the thing is, Krishna will personally take care of that form. Okay, and whatever work you have done in this life, it will be continued from the next life also. Okay, so that is not lost at all. Okay, but for a Brahman form realization, risk of not realizing absolute truth at the end and risk of fall down is there in the Brahman form. Okay, may realize the Sat and Chit form, but Anand is not there in Brahman form because personal form of Lord is not there. There is no pastime, no leela, no interaction with the Lord. So there is no anand in that. Okay, maybe some sat is there, maybe some knowledge is there. Okay, that is the Brahman form realization. That is called partial realization. But for a Bhagwan realization form, sat is also there, chit is also there, anand is also there. Sat, chit, anand, three things are there. So knowledge is also there, eternity is also there, bliss is also there. So that is called full realization. And the Brahman form is partial realization. So there is no energy, there is no bliss is there. Anand is not there. Okay. In impersonal form, will Lord be in the form of Bijak Shar, Bijak Sharash? I do not know what is the Bijak Sharash. What is the meaning of Bijak Sharash? Impersonal form means like energy. Okay, only we are thinking like some energy is there which is maintaining whole universe. So some energy must be there which is maintaining all of the universe. But that energy is from Krishna, that is not acceptable by the people who worship the Brahman form. Okay, so they think that this is the ultimate form. Ultimate form, the Brahman form is the ultimate form. That energy is the ultimate form. They think like that. Okay, but they do not think that that energy is coming from the Bhagwan. Okay, means in the form of mantra. Yes, in the form of mantra also it is impersonal. They will be meditating on the mantra form. Okay, that is impersonal form. Okay. Yes, Mataji.
ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्.
So there is this material universe is there. Okay, material. So we have read in the chapter number, we have read in the Goloka chart. So there is Goloka, three, this material world is described, then Goloka is described, then the Vaikuntha is described. So three were there. Okay. So material world, if you see the 14 planetary systems are there, even Brahma, even the demigods, even all the things are coming in the material universe. Okay. In the material universe, all are coming. Even Brahma is coming. Okay. So Brahma is also in the material universe only. Okay. And the Vaikuntha is different, and the Krishna Loka is different, Goloka is different. Okay. So this whole of the material universe, whatever the 14 planetary system is there, all are under is like this samudra. Okay. All are like sea, and a person like we or a demigod, anyone. Okay. In the material universe is like in this person who is drowning in the material universe. Only person who can take away from this material universe will be the person who is above the material universe, not a person who will be inside the material universe. So demigods, even Brahma, they are inside this material universe only. So they are also depending on Krishna's mercy. Okay, so that is the thing. So they cannot take away from ourselves from us. The person who is inside the this sagar, inside the sea, and we are also inside the sea, they cannot take us from out of this this material sea. Okay, but Krishna is above the material sea. Okay, so he can take us to his abode. So that is the thing Krishna is telling. For one who worship me, giving up all his activity unto me and being devoted to me without deviation, engage in devotional service and always meditating upon me, who has fixed his mind upon me, O son of Pritha, for him I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Okay, Mrityu Samsara Sagara. So it is said Mrityu Samsara Sagara. This is like a ocean of birth and death. Okay, this Krishna is saying this ocean, material world, as ocean of birth and death, sea of birth and death. Okay. Now, section B, 12.8 to 12.12, progressive stage of devotion. So what are the options we have? What are the highest options and the lowest options we have? So what are the, I mean, some people will say that I cannot practice this. So what are the options we have? So we'll read about those from the 8 to 12. Okay. So first option. Yes, Mataji. The highest option.
मय्येव मन आदत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वन्न संशयः.
So Krishna is saying mana and buddhi, fixing mana and buddhi to Krishna. Okay, the first option we have is just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus, you will live in me always without a doubt. Okay, so first option Krishna is giving is fix your mind and intelligence to Krishna. Remember Krishna always. In this way, you will live with Krishna always, and you will come to Krishna without a doubt. So this is the first option Krishna is giving. Fully surrender to Krishna. Give your intelligence to Krishna. Fix your intelligence to Krishna. Fix your mind to Krishna. So this is the first option Krishna is giving. Second, no, acha, discussion is there. So pure devotional service, that is topmost. Fix your mind upon to me, engage your all intelligence in me. So mind and intelligence engage in Krishna, then benefit is you will live with me always without a doubt. So this is the sloka number 8. Okay, this is the topmost of pure devotional service. Now second one.
अथ चित्तं समादातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय.
Dhananjaya. So what is Krishna saying? Abhyas yogena. First was the devotional service. Fully absorbed in Krishna conscious mind and intelligence fixed in Krishna. Now second option. My dear Arjuna, O winner of the wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, it is very difficult to control mind and intelligence upon Krishna. If anyone thinks like that, then second option is then follow the regulated principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, you will develop a desire to attain me. Okay, so this is the thing. That second one is follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. Okay, regulated principles of Bhakti Yoga. What are the regulated? Let's read about this. If you cannot perform devotional service, from here, if you cannot perform devotional service, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga, and you will develop a desire to attain me. Okay. So if you are following the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga, you will develop the desire to attain Krishna. Those who have not developed the attachment for Krishna, how to achieve that stage of pure love? Answer is practice a devotional service with present senses. So you cannot, if purity is not there, how to achieve that stage of pure love? Practice devotional service with present senses. Okay, so whatever senses you have, that is not engaged in Krishna. So what you do? Do the devotional service. How to follow the regulative principles? In the guidance of Guru. Okay, under the guidance of Guru. Qualification to practice? No qualification is required. Anyone can practice. Okay, then the guarantee of success, it is there or not? Yes, it is there, because Krishna himself is telling there is surety of love of God. Okay, so these is the thing. Regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga: chanting, reading what Krishna, doing the associating with the devotees. Okay, so these are the regulative principles. Following no meat eating, and then no gambling, no illicit sex, and then no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no intoxication. So these 4 regulative principles are their basic regulative principles. You should follow these basic 4 regulative principles. Be with the devotees, associate with the devotees, then read Bhagwad Gita and Shastra, Bhagavatam, and the chanting process. So itself is the regulative principles you are following. Then gradually you will attain Krishna by developing the desire. So you will develop desire to attain Krishna, and you will attain Krishna like that. Is there any surety? Yes, it is. Surety is there to attain love of God. Who can practice? Anyone can practice. Okay. With under whom guidance you should practice? Under the guidance of Guru. Guru is essential. Okay. So this is the second thing. Now the third. Yes, Mataji.
अभ्यासेऽप्य समर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि.
So now Krishna is saying, asamarthosi, abhyasa. So if you are asamarth of doing abhyasa also, if you are not able to do the abhyasa also, then what? Third option, okay? If you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then the third option, then just try to work for me. Because you are working for me, you will come to the perfect state. So just try to work for Krishna, okay? So perform devotional service. If not, then follow the regulatory principle. If not, then work for Krishna. So these are the three till now we have read. How to perform work for Krishna? Sympathetic to propagations of Krishna conscious movement. Okay, so by preaching only, the life should be like preaching. Our life should, if you think that how you can work for Krishna, your life should be like preaching. Whatever teachings you have learned in Bhagavad Gita, you should apply the teachings in your life, and your life become like a preaching. Preach, teach others also what you have learned. Then that is the best thing is to apply the teachings to preach others, and apply also to your life, and then preach also. Okay, so that is the thing. If you're applying the teachings in your life, preaching to others, that is the thing, that is all is required. Okay, that's okay. Even every endeavor needs land, capital, organization, labors in any other business. So this movement is there, Krishna conscious movement is there. There's need of land, there's need of labor, there needs of capital, there needs of organization. Okay, so many things are needed. Can help build a temple, can help in the publication, etc. Whatever qualification you have, you can help in that way. You can help in the building temple, you can help in the propagation work, you can help in the publication work. Okay, so many things are there. Like we are having these classes. So in form of classes, I'm trying to teach you people what is written in the Bhagavad Gita in the chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So it is also like a form of devotion service. So try to work for Krishna. So these are work for Krishna. Okay. So if you are working for Krishna, then gradually you will develop love for Krishna and you will attain Krishna. So that is it. If one cannot sacrifice results of his activity, at least sacrifice some percentage of his results. So if full result you cannot sacrifice, then okay, some percent of result you should sacrifice. Like donations we should give for temple making, for propagations of Krishna conscious movement, for propagating, for preaching. Okay, we can give donation. Okay, we cannot give too much money. So at least 1%, 5%, 10%, whatever you like, you can give. At least every month you should give some percentage of money, so that also our purification, inside purification happens. So it is not like that if you are not donating money, or if you are not doing anything, the temple won't build, or preaching won't happen. It is for our purification only. So this should be the concept, that it is for our purification. If we are donating, if we are preaching, it is for our purification. Okay, because we are working for Krishna, then this will work as purificatory process for ourselves. Okay.
अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्.
If, however, you are unable to work in this consciousness, then try to act giving up all results of your work and try to be self-situated. So if you are not able to do work also for Krishna, then what is the next option? Try to give up all the results of your work to Krishna. Okay. So this is the next process. This is the next thing. So in the 8, perform devotional service. If you are not able, then follow the regulatory principles of Bhakti Yoga. If you are not able to do, work for Krishna. If you are not able to do that, then try to give up the results of your work and be self-situated. So whatever results you have got, give it to Krishna and become self-situated. Okay. Reasons why one may be unable to sympathize to Krishna conscious acts can be social, familiar, religious considerations, or any other impediment. So many reasons they can give. That social reason is there, family reason is there, religious reason is there. The many reasons they can give. So Krishna is giving many options for them. So what you can do, okay? So these are the options you can do. This is like Krishna is telling. Hence, giving up the results of your work is the last thing Krishna will be telling, that give the results of your work. Okay. The recommendation: sacrifice the accumulated result to some good cause. How to help? One may gradually elevate to the state of knowledge. Okay, so if you're doing like this, if you're giving the result, gradually you will be elevated to the stage of some knowledge, then Krishna consciousness will develop inside you. Okay, practical example. There's many examples are there, like social service, community service, national service, etc. may be accepted. Example: charity in hospital, social institutions. Such sacrifices of hard-earned money results purify the mind, and one can gradually understand Krishna consciousness. So some people will be giving the charity for the material cause. Okay, they will be giving charity, the big charity they can give for building hospital, building hospital, social institutions, many things. Okay, they can, for national service they can give charity, but that is also material. We need to understand that that is also material. That will give the result in the material form only. But if we give charity, some devotional service will develop, some purity will develop inside us, and this way will be able to think about Krishna. Will gradually will be in the process of the Krishna conscious. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so even if you are doing something like for nation, something that is inferior, but that because that is material, but that will also give bring some purity inside you, and then you will be able to think about Krishna gradually. Okay, so that is the thing. Yes, Mataji.
श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासाच् ज्ञानाद्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्.
If you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, is meditation, and better than meditation is renunciation of the fruits of action. For by such renunciation, one can attain peace of mind. So what is written in this slide, we'll read in the next. Cultivation of knowledge, meditation, renunciation of fruits. So this is written in chapter number 4, sloka number 12. So two kinds of devotional services are there. First is a way of regulative principle, by following the regulative principles what we have read in the second one. Again, way to full attachment in love of Godhead. So final is the love of Godhead develop, and mind and intelligence were attaching to Krishna. So these are the two kinds of devotional services. So 8 was the fixed mind on Krishna. If not, follow the regulative principle. If not, work for Krishna. If not, giving the results to Krishna. Okay. If you cannot do anything of this, then what is the options? If you cannot engage yourself in working of Krishna, then this is for Krishna's working. If you are not able to do all those things, then what are the other things? Cultivation of knowledge, that is Brahma Jnana, knowledge of the soul. So the Gyan Yogis are doing, they're searching, they're reading the literature, they're reading the Vedas, they're reading the Shastras, and they're searching who is God, who am I, all those things they're searching. But this is also good if you are not able to do all those things. Okay. Results of knowledge, one understand his real position. So after reading the Shastra Veda, you will come to know your real position and your real relationship with the Supreme Lord. Okay. Knowledge will develop to the meditation, then one can gradually understand Supreme Personality of Godhead. So through knowledge, you will come to the Dhyana Yoga stage, then through Dhyana Yoga stage, you can come to Bhakti Yoga stage, and through the Bhakti Yoga stage, you can attain Krishna. Okay. Renouncing fruits better than meditation. So renouncing fruit is, Krishna is saying renouncing fruit is better than meditation. Yeah. So Karma Yoga is better than the Dhyana Yoga. This is what Krishna is saying. Why renunciation of fruit is mentioned as better than meditation here? Renunciation of fruit is better than meditation, Krishna is saying. Why? Although Karma Yoga is the lowest of the yoga ladder, Krishna says that it is better than meditation because it is more practical and it does not disturb the mind with harsh and impractical requirement of renunciation. So for renunciation, many harsh and impractical requirements are there. Like you should control the mind, you should live in the forest, you should control the senses. And these are very impractical for nowadays. So it is very impractical. And Karma Yoga, they are doing the karma, and they are trying to attain Krishna. Okay, so the Krishna is describing Karma Yoga as better than the Jnana Yoga here. Okay, although Karma Yoga comes in the lower stages of the yoga ladder. Okay, So what we have read till now, 12.8, fixed mind on Krishna. Then 12.9, follow regulative principle of sadhana bhakti. Then 12.10, work for Krishna. Then 11 to 12, renunciation, cultivation of knowledge, and meditation. So this is the lowest stage, indirect stage, which is also called, because through this you will go to then bhakti yoga only, and then you will attain Krishna. Okay. Now, quality that endears one to Krishna. So section A and B we have finished. Now section C, the quality which is very, very dear to Krishna. By engaging in that those quality, we can be very, very dear to Krishna. Okay, so quality that endears one to Krishna from highest to lowest. One who is not envious but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in devotional service with determination. His mind and intelligence fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very, very dear to me. So these are the quality. If the devotee have this is Krishna tells that it is very, very dear to me. So what are the quality? Okay. So let's read what is written here. Considers all reaction as a result of one past misdeeds. Okay. So whatever reaction I'm getting, whatever reactions we are getting in this life, whatever bad things are happening to us in this life, that are the results of our previous karma. That is results of our previous karma. Then the second part. The first part is consider all reaction as a result of what past misdeed. So whatever past misdeed we have, that is the reaction we are getting now. The second part, take distress as Lord's mercy. I deserve much more. So they are thinking, whatever distress I am getting, that is due to my past. And they also take it as Lord's mercy, because Lord is giving us this distress so that in distress we can remember Krishna. And they're thinking, the devotee is thinking, whatever distress I am getting, that is very, very less distress which Krishna is giving. Okay, I deserve more distress. Okay, this is what they are thinking, that I deserve more distress, and Krishna is giving very, very less distress because we are surrendered to Krishna. And whatever distress we are getting, that is due to our past misdeeds. So this is what their thinking is. Devotee does not attach much importance to the pain and troubles of the body. They think that this is given by Lord, so we should accept this as a prasada. Okay, free from false ego, equiposed in happiness and distress. So they will be equiposed in happiness and distress, free from the false ego. So they have advesha, non-envious, kind to everyone, even to the envious. So what are the so they think that the enemy as the instrument of Krishna for giving us pain. So whatever pain we are getting, someone must be the instrument. Krishna cannot come directly and give us the pain. So someone must be the instrument. So he will, one person will be there who will give you the pain. So that person is nothing but an instrument in Krishna's hand. So the devotee does not envy anyone, because he knows that he is just an instrument. Whatever reaction I am getting, that is because of my past misdeed. Whatever reactions we are getting, that is because of the past deed which we have done. Okay, so they do not envy anyone. Okay, so that is the concept they have. Okay, they think that Lord is sending us the letter, Lord is giving us the pain, letter is sent by the Lord only. But we are too much attached the postman who is giving us the letter. Okay, so the postman is just like an instrument who is giving the letter. We don't have to consider about the postman. We see who is giving us the letter, who is sending us the letter. So that person we need to see. In a similar way, if a person is giving us pain, is it not the person who is giving us pain? Pain is given by Krishna. Okay, but in the very, very minimal form. Okay, but that person is just like an instrument. So the devotee does not envy anyone. Santushta. So they are santushta, satisfied. Whatever comes by Lord's grace, does not over endeavor to achieve something. Okay, do not over endeavor to achieve too much thing. Whatever given by Lord, they are santusht in that. Nirmamo, they are not thinking that this thing is mine. Proprietorship is not there. No sense of proprietorship. This is the qualities Krishna love. Dridha nischaya, tolerant, never disturbed by any circumstances. Yata Atma, that is their self-control, completely perfect mystic. Okay. Then Maya Arpito Manobuddhi. So they are arpiting, they are giving, they are surrendering the buddhi to Krishna. Okay. So these are the quality which Krishna loves, and if quality is acquired by the devotee, Krishna loves the devotee. Okay. So this thing which I have already discussed. So just read what is the thought process. Though the process of devotee is a distressful condition, through process of devotee, though process of devotee is a distress. So if a distress is there in devotee's life, what he is thinking, what is his thought process? What is the thought process? He thinks that it is the Lord's mercy upon him. This thing is Lord's mercy. Krishna is giving us the pain. Krishna is giving us the happiness. So whatever happiness is given by Krishna, pain is given by Krishna, it is given by Krishna. That is important. What he is giving, that is not important. Whether pain it is giving, whether distress he is giving, whether happiness he is giving, that is not important. Important thing is Krishna is giving. Okay, so that is the important thing. So whether Krishna give happiness, whether Krishna gives gift, that is like a prasada. Okay, so this is the thinking process of a devotee. He thinks it is Lord's mercy. He thinks, thanks to my past misdeed, I should suffer far, far greater than I am suffering now. I should suffer far, far greater than what is Krishna giving. So in a very minimal form, Krishna is giving. By Lord's mercy, I am not getting all the punishment I am due, just getting a little. The punishment is whatever I am getting, that is, I am getting very, very little punishment. Okay, I should get more punishment according to whatever I have done in the past. He thinks this person is acting as my enemy due to my own past misdeed. This person is acting because of my own past misdeed. So it is better to suffer than to protest. Okay, so he thinks that person as instrument of my karma. Okay, so this is the thinking they have. What is the result of this way of thinking? Okay, some person may ask, why I will think? What is the result of this type of thinking? He is always calm, quiet, and patient, and despite many distressful conditions, so full of distressful condition, he will think that this all things are Krishna's mercy only. This happiness is Krishna's mercy, this pain is Krishna's mercy, all is Krishna's prasadam only. Okay, so this is the thinking. Nor is he envious of anyone or disturbed by their behavior or become his enemy. Okay, so they won't think anyone is enemy. They will be calm, composed. They won't be disturbed by external environment. In this way they will be calm and composed. He become eligible for liberation. Okay.
Yasmanno dvijate loko, lokanno dvijate chayah, harshamarshaphayo dvigair, mukto yasacha me priyah.
Who is Priya? So Krishna is saying, who is Priya? Who Krishna loves? Okay, so who is very dear to Krishna? Krishna is saying, he for whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anxiety, who is in distress, who is steady in distress and happiness, is very dear to me. So this is what we have learned now. Prahlad Maharaj, they never cause distress to others, not getting affected by other people, because devotee is always engrossed in Krishna consciousness. Material circumstances cannot move him, not disturbed by anyone. So material circumstances, whatever is happening, he takes it as Krishna prasadam. Such a stage is obtained by Lord's grace only. Okay, so if you are doing Lord's service, the Lord will give the intelligence. Many people will think, okay, these things are there. Okay, we have heard these things, but these things are very, very impractical. I cannot follow these things. Okay, many people will think, okay, these things are there. I will try to follow these things. Okay, but these things are only possible by Lord's mercy. So we have to surrender to Krishna. Then only we'll able to follow all these conditions. Okay, so that is the thing. After following Krishna, after the surrendering to Krishna, these things become very, very natural, very, very easy. Okay, so such a stage is obtained by Lord's grace. So what is the process? Devote yourself to Krishna. That is the only process we have. Okay, very easy process. If you are devoting, all things will be equal. Okay, gradually we will attain Krishna. That is the thing. What is Krishna saying? Does not affect the other. He is not affected by other. He does not affect other. Okay. No one is put into anxiety, difficulty, fearfulness, or dissatisfaction by such devotee, because he is kind, very kind to everyone. Okay, so he is not affecting other other people, he is not affected by other people. So this is the thing. Okay.
अनपेक्षः सुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यथः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः.
So he is priya to Krishna. A devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activity, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and who does not strive for some results, is very dear to me. Okay. So this type of devotee is very dear to Krishna. Who can
यो न रिष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान्यः स मे प्रियः.
Yona harshati. Harsh is happiness, na dveshti. So there is no pleasure, no grief. So one who neither grasps pleasure or grief, who neither laments nor desire, and who renounces both the auspicious and inauspicious thing, is very dear to me. Okay. So he is very, very dear to me, that who is not affected by the duality. So the word here is used is bhaktiman. Okay. So bhaktiman is very, very dear to Krishna. They're very, very dear to Krishna. The person who is doing the bhakti in this way, okay, is very, very dear to Krishna, unaffected by material emotion. So the duality is not affecting. Whatever happiness is there, distress is there, he is not getting affected, nor rejoices nor grieves over material gains or pain, neither lament nor desires, not anxious to get a son or a disciple, not laments by not getting them. Okay. Transcendental in face of all kinds of auspicious, inauspicious, and sinful activities, prepared to accept all kinds of risk for Lord's satisfaction. Nothing is an impediment in the discharge of devotional service. And the last word was the Bhaktiman, devotee. Bhaktiman means devotee, the most essential quality for which all the other quality appear. So many quality Krishna is telling, many quality Krishna will be telling in chapter number 16 also. Krishna will tell, but one of the most essential quality is the Bhaktiman, is the devotion. So many people will be there. Some people, they say that I have quality, that I am only vegetarian eater. Some will say I have the quality that I am very calm, I am very peaceful. Some will say I am like non-envious to other persons. Okay, these types of quality many persons will have. But the devotee, if only one quality you have, that is the devotion, all of the quality will follow, because you are devoting to Krishna. You are devoting to Krishna. Krishna has all the quality, so you will also attain those quality, and that then you the nothing, no other quality will be required. So main quality is the devotion quality. All other quality are the accessory quality. Accessory quality means auxiliary quality. They will come if you are doing the devotional service. Okay, so that is the thing. The main quality is the devotion quality. That is what is required. Okay. One who is equal to friends and enemy, who is equipoised in honor and dishonor, cold and heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contamination, always silent and satisfied with anything, who does not care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge and engaged in devotional service, is very dear to me. So many qualities discussed. So let's read about those qualities. Sama, Satru, cha Mitra cha. Okay, so he is Sama. Sama is equal. Satru and Mitra. So he is equal to some Satru and Mitra. That person is very dear to Krishna. Equal to friends and enemy. Okay. Equipoised in all dualities. Then always free from the contaminating association. Does not care for any residence. Aniketa. Mauni is silent. Implies to speak only of the essential, most essential speech, to speak of the Supreme Lord. So only the thing which is essential to glorify Lord, he will speak that thing only. Okay. So satisfied, happy in all the conditions, santushta. Okay. Sometimes get palatable food, sometimes not. Okay. So he's santushta. fixed in determination and knowledge. Tirmatir. Okay. The service, Bhaktiman. So this is the main essential quality, always engaged in devotional service. All other quality will come if you are having this quality. Okay, if you are becoming a devotee, all other quality will, non-enviousness, vegetarianism, or all other quality, whichever things are there, whichever quality, good quality Krishna described in chapter number 16, all quality gradually comes to a devotee. Okay, so we don't have to endeavor too much for all those quality. If we are developing only the devotion, all qualities comes naturally. So we have the example of Brigari. Okay, he was a great dacoit, he was a great killer, he will kill all the animals in one go. Okay, once he made the Narad Muni, and after that transformation has occurred, and after the transformation he was even caring for the ant while he was walking. So much transformation is there only by just becoming a devotee. So it is not like that if you are becoming a devotee, others quality like caring for the other living beings won't develop. Okay, you don't have to endeavor, others quality will develop naturally if you are becoming a devotee. Okay, so that is the thing. Krishna consciousness and good qualification. One who wants to be recognized as devotee should develop all qualifications. Of course, one does not extraneously endeavor to acquire these qualifications, because engagement in Krishna consciousness and devotional service automatically helps one to develop them. So if you are engaging yourself to Krishna consciousness, all other quality will automatically develop. This is what is written in this part. Okay, so you are becoming Bhaktiman, all the quality will automatically develop. You don't have to endeavor too much. So if you are becoming Krishna consciousness, all other quality will naturally develop inside you. Okay. One who is not a devotee has no good qualification. So if devotion is not there, you are trying to attain other qualities, then it is very, very difficult to attain all those qualities. You don't have any good qualification, which is written. Okay. So if you are not a devotee and you are thinking that I will be Sthirmata, I will be Mani, I will be Aniketa, all this quality will be with me, it is very, very difficult. Okay. So that is called main quality and that is called auxiliary quality. So two types of qualities are there. Qualities that endears one to Krishna. So main quality, what will be here? Main quality, this one main quality will be there. That is called Bhaktimana. And so the essential quality is the Bhaktiman, that is Swarupa Lakshanam. And the auxiliary quality, ancillary quality, or the branched quality, you can say that is not the main quality which is required. That is called Tatakshata Lakshanam. Okay, so these are the two types of quality. So bhakti is the main quality, and other quality are dependent on the bhakti, you can say. Okay, like that. These quality are not independent of bhakti, they automatically result from surrender to Krishna. So all other quality will develop once you become a devotee. Okay. So the main quality, the essential quality is Bhaktiman, devotee, most essential quality from which all other quality will appear. So most essential is the devotion. Then other quality, attitude toward the oneself. So these are the other quality which is described. So let's read the other quality. Attitude towards oneself, nirmana, free from the sense of proprietorship, free from the false ego. Know that I am not this body. Gatavathaha, pain-free. Sarvaramba, parityagi, that free from all the endeavors. Non-envious, kind to everyone, even to his enemy. Equal to friends and enemy. Udasina, without care. Always free from contaminating association. Silence, the quality which we have read, but the main quality is the Bhaktiman. Okay. Reacting when things happens to him, satisfied, tolerant, daksha, expert, self-control. So many qualities which we have read. It is written here in very, very small font, so I'm not reading them. Okay. And dealing with the Lord, he is determined in mind and intelligence, completely fixed on Supreme Lord. He is fixed in the devotional service. He is engaged in the devotional service. So these are the quality, and these quality are the ancillary quality. But the main quality is Bhaktiman, the devotion, and these all quality will develop after we develop the devotion. Okay. He who follows the imperishable path of devotion and who is completely engaged himself with faith, making with the supreme goal, is very, very dear to me. So at last Krishna is saying, the person who is engaging himself to the service of Lord is very, very dear to Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. Bilwa Mangal Thakur. Okay, Bilwa Mangal Thakur is there. So he accepted he accepted the Bhakti Yoga path. He went to the Vrindavan and he was staying there. Okay. Before that, one story is also there. But after that, he was staying in the Vrindavan. He was doing the devotional service. He was going door to door and he was asking for bhiksha. He was engaging himself to the Krishna service. And once he went to a door, and one lady came out, and he was one thought came in his mind that I should invite this lady. Okay, then he thought, why this thought has come? Why I am not thinking about Krishna? Why am I thinking about this lady? So this I is not. I'm not. I should not be with this I. Okay. He asked for a pin from that lady, and he put that pin in his eyes. Okay, and he became blind from that day. And then he's surrendering himself to Krishna fully. Okay, so that is the thing. Even one thought has come in his mind that I should enjoy this lady, and he has put the I to the end. Okay, that is the thinking of a pure devotee. He's thinking why this thought process has come. I should devote myself to Krishna. So this is the thinking of Bilvamangal Thakur. So you can see Bilvamangal Thakur is there. Then he was a great devotee, exalted devotee. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says he is a great exalted devotee. Even he was chanting, he was doing kirtan. Even Krishna used to come and see. Krishna used to supply the milk. Krishna used to supply the food stuff to Bilumangal Thakur. Very exalted devotee. Okay. Devotional service. Dearest of all, one who makes Krishna as the goal of his life. Okay. They follow this imperishable path of devotional service, make Krishna as the supreme goal for their life, and completely engage themselves with faith. Okay, so this is the thing. This is the last one. This is the last sloka. Who is the dearest of all? One who makes Krishna as goal of his life. That is dearest of all. Very, very dear. Others, Krishna was telling very dear, very dear, very dear. At last, Krishna saying very, very dear to me. Okay, that is the thing. So, person who makes Krishna as goal of life, the person who is working only for Krishna, that is very, very dear to Krishna. That is what Krishna is saying in the last sloka of the devotional service. Okay, that is the Bhakti Yoga. Okay, so many questions has come in the chat box. I think it was coming when I was taking class, so I'll take those questions. Is
Prabhu, can they also raise their hand if they have questions so that
yes,
we can finish it faster?
Is eruption of Kundalini energy is worship of impersonal form? Yes, it is impersonal form. There is no Lord, no form of Lord is there. Even chanting, you have asked, that is also impersonal form. That is mantra, that mantra, the Om, the chanting Om, that is also a impersonal form chanting. Do our devotional spiritual escalates and take different speed depending on which form we are worshipping? If you are not worshipping the Supreme Lord directly worshipping, if you are worshipping Supreme Lord, then the process is also easy, and attaining Krishna is also easy. Okay, process is also easy, end is also easy. Okay, that is the thing. But Dhyan Yogi, Gyan Yogi, that is not possible in these days. Very, very difficult in these days. Okay, people are there who are going through these paths, and they are falling down. They are falling down again to the material world. Many examples you can see. Okay, that they are trying to pursue the devotional service, and because there is no rasa, there is no enjoyment, only blank, only energy is there. There is no rasa, there is no leelas of God is there. There is no enjoyment is there. Only thing is peace is there. How many days you can tolerate the peace if there is no enjoyment? So fall down is very, very natural in the process of Dhyana Yoga or Jnana Yoga. Okay, so this is what is there. So, but devotee, they are engaged in the service of Lord. They are enjoying the service of Lord. They are enjoying the pastimes of Lord. They are listening to the different devotees. They are glorifying the Lord. Too much activities are there. Too much service is there. Too much work is there. Different types of work. Different types of service are there. They're too much engaged in the service of the Lord. Okay, too much enjoyment is there. Bliss is there. So they are enjoying those bliss, and mostly they won't fall down. Okay, because if they are in association of the devotee, they are serving the Lord, they won't fall down. But for a Gyan Yogi, Dhyan Yogi, it is very, very difficult to progress, and fall down is very, very natural for them. Okay, because there is no rasa, there is no enjoyment, only shanti, only peace is there. So how many days you can tolerate peace? You can go for many people used to go for traveling some peaceful environment. From the city life, they will go to some hill station, something like some peace should be there, like environment should be peace, like that peaceful environment. But how many days you can stay there? Okay, after some days you will feel bored. I want to go back again to the city life. That is the thing. That is the thing. That fall down is very, very natural in the Dhyan Yoga, Gyan Yoga, because Lord's form is not there, okay, and we are not engaged in the Lord's service. So it is very, very difficult to advance. So speed also depends on which form we are worshipping Krishna. Okay, is impersonal form of Lord in the form of mantra Om, chanting Krishna says Om is also in the impersonal form of Lord only. Okay. So attendance link not opening. So no question after that. Any other question? If if you have, you can ask. You can raise the hand also. Okay. Kiran Kumar. Yes,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, the consistency, how to achieve the consistency, because that is missing in my life. So I will fall down very quickly. I will raise up, but consistency after, having devotion towards Krishna. Then after that, so I'm forgetting. And how do we achieve this, Prabhuji?
Yes. So very, very nice question, Prabhuji. I think all of us have this question. So any other person who is having this question, just put in the chat box. Yes, yes, we also have this question. Okay. Because all of us should have this question, that consistency is not there. Okay. All have this question. Yes or no? Consistency is not there. We are not able to consistently devote ourselves to Krishna's service. What is the how we can the thing is very important thing, and that is very, very important thing which I'm discussing every time when I'm discussing the devotional service, and that is very, very basic, and that is very, very much required. Okay, and that is very, very basic thing. If we're following those things, and it will be very easy to be consistent in the Lord's service, and gradually we can develop. When we are developing the what happens when we are in the initial stage, our philosophy is not that much strong. Our philosophy is not that much strong. Okay, we are not reading the books, then our philosophy is not that much strong. So fall down it is very risky in earlier stages. Okay, and if any person listens to any like a Brahmavadi or Mayavadi person, the person who is an impersonal worshipper, they can go toward that also. Okay, so early days, it is very, very difficult. It is not very difficult. It is very, very risky. Okay, so what we should do is the basic things are most important thing. What are the basic things I'm discussing in all classes? First thing is association. Very, very, very important. Association of the devotee is very important. Okay, we cannot without association there is nothing possible. Without association, Srila Prabhupada has given us a society. ISKCON society is there. Okay, you can see everywhere it is there. Okay, you have to just search, you have to just endeavor that where is the association in our surroundings. Okay, and if you are finding the associate. Okay, online association is there. Okay, physical association is also required. Online is there. Okay, online is needed for the reading and all, but physical association also required very much. Okay, so if you are associating with the devotee, that is they will guide you to the every steps. You will learn from them, you will see them, you will learn them. Okay, so it is very, very important to associate a devotee. I cannot tell this is the, you can say that it is the I can say only that this is very, very important to associate with a devotee. If you are falling down also, they will guide us. Okay, that you are doing it not correctly, you should do like this. Even if you are not attending the classes, they will call, why you are not attending? I was so concerned about you, why you are not attending. You should come to the classes. You are chanting or not chanting, is there any problem in your life? They will like they will be guiding if there is anything. Okay, if you are going to wrong way, they will guide. Some person should be there who will be guiding. So association is very, very important. That is the first thing. Second thing, regular reading of books is very, very important. So when we read Bhagavad Gita, we do not understand in first go anything. Only something will be learning. When we read second time, we learn more. When we read third time, we learn more. And when we start reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam, after reading Bhagavatam, fall down is very, very difficult. Okay, because in the first time, you're reading, speaking a lot about Bhagavad Gita knowledge, that is okay, you have read about that. Now you have understood the Krishna Tattva. Now you are entering into the how devotees are following those things, how devotees, you will learn from the devotees' life. So once you start reading Bhagavatam, fall down is very, very difficult. And the daily reading, so many books are there, 18 cantos are there, okay, 18 parts are there. When you start reading, it will take 1 year, okay, and you will engage in that reading is very, very, you will be engaged in that reading very nicely, so that fall down is very, very difficult in those conditions. So if you have read once Bhagavatam also, fall down is very, very difficult unless and until you are leaving the association of the devotee. Association of the devotee is very, very important. Then reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, these kinds of books, very, very important. So you are associating with the Srila Prabhupada in that, you are associating with Krishna in that, okay. Third thing, chanting, regular chanting is very, very important. I cannot emphasize more because it is a Yug Dharma. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells that this is a Yug Dharma. Every day we should chant minimum number of rounds we should fix. And if we are leaving some round today, I will do the tomorrow. Okay, this should be the attitude. Okay, that I have to do minimum round. This much minimum I have to do. This is my essential service. I have to do this. Other things will be there, but this is the essential thing. Okay, that you have to also do. Fourth thing is diet. Okay, diet. Many people think that whatever diet I can take this diet, I can take that diet, and I will also progress in the spiritual life. That is not possible. Okay, in the beginning, when we start reading, when we start associating, okay, it is we don't have the spiritual strength, too much spiritual strength to leave all those things. But now, after associating with the devotee, after associating the devotee for so much long time, we have now spiritual strength, and we can leave those things, like the things which is not favorable for our Krishna conscience, like meat eating, like tea, coffee. Those are like intoxicant. Okay, when I see small kids drinking tea, coffee in my hospital, when they come and they are drinking tea and coffee, I means I tell them directly not to eat. Okay, not to drink those things. Not essential thing, and they're like intoxicant. They are like intoxicant. They are working on our brain. They are, if our body is tired and we drink tea, our body is still in the tired mode, but we are working now. Our body is ready to work. We are whipping a tired horse to work more, like that it is. Okay, and it is like addictive also. So it is a addictive substance also. So the thing is, we should avoid those things. First thing is this. First level of diet is we should avoid that the non-vegetarian food, the tea, coffee thing. Okay, but that will happen if we are having prasadam. So if you start taking prasadam, we are not offering the non-vegetarian food to Krishna, so we won't also take Krishna prasadam in that form. So if you are accepting Krishna prasadam, then naturally we'll accept the thing, the diet which is favorable for our Krishna conscience. And prasadam is very, very essential. Okay, that is the thing. So if you are taking prasadam, progress will be very, very natural in the devotional service, because Krishna's mercy we are eating daily. Okay, we are honoring Krishna prasadam. We are associating with the Krishna prasadam. That is also very, very important for the spiritual life cultivation. Okay, that is the thing. And one of the most dear devotee of Krishna is there, which we can keep in our home. That is the Tulsi. So we can keep Tulsi Marani in our home. We can do parikrama daily to the Tulsi Marani. We can offer daily water to the Tulsi Marani. We can touch Tulsi Marani daily. We can offer obeisances to the Tulsi Marani. We can see Tulsi Marani. Okay, so there are many things, many devotional service we can do to the Tulsi Marani. Is very, very dear devotee of Krishna. So we can keep Tulsi Marani in our home. We can serve Tulsi Marani in our home. So these way, if you are doing this simple thing, fall down is very difficult if you are doing simple thing. Okay, so that is the thing. A very nice question, Prabhuji. Very realized questions.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Jigna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. You
Hare
have
Krishna.
question?
Prabhuji, I just want to say with regards to this previous Prabhuji's question, my own experience that definitely reading Bhagavad Gita more than one time, as in I have done it in English with yourself. I have also done it in Hindi now. And the more I read, the more I understand the resilience and the patience that it automatically gives you as a person. But just backing on with that comment, I just want to question something with regards to text 13 and 14. When you mentioned that every person, like every hurt we might feel, we are being spoken to by someone rudely, yeah, there is in some way we are being hurt by someone. That person is an instrument that is sent by Krishna for our past deeds. My question is, how much of this that we believe this is instinct, like it's done by Krishna? Because when it gets to the point, how much can we tolerate? Because to be quite honest, sometimes I lose my patience with Krishna. I question Krishna, and I say the words, do you really mean to do this? Do you actually want me to feel all this pain? Do you want, I question Krishna, and I don't want to do that. How much can I tolerate? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Yes, Mataji. So we have example of Pandavas are there. Okay, Pandava, they have association of Krishna. They have personal association of Krishna. They are great devotee of Krishna. Kunti Maharaj is great devotee of Krishna. Think about Pandava, how much trouble they went through during their lifetime. Think about them. Okay, how much trouble they have went through, and compare that trouble with us. Okay, when we try to become Krishna's servant, Krishna will test us. That is the thing. Krishna will test how much tolerance we have, how much patience we have. Maya will test us how much. When Krishna tests us, Krishna will give us the bad experience, the distress. Maya will give us happiness. Maya will show us many good things. Okay. Nice sleep is there. Why don't you sleep? Nice sleep, very nice things are there. Why don't you enjoy those things? So Maya will distract us from Krishna by giving many like happy looking things. Okay, Krishna will test us by giving the distress. Okay, how much resilient you are, how much patience you have. So this is the thing. So compare yourself to Pandavas. Pandavas have so many distress in their life. So many distress. If you come, you can go through the life of Pandavas. So many distress were there, but still they were fixed in Krishna consciousness. That is the way of life. That is the thing we learn from our from the Pandavas. That is, we learn from our the acharyas. They went through the many difficult situations. Srila Prabhupada was there at the age of 70. He went to the United States. 35 days he was traveling in a ship, and that ship was meant only for cargo, for moving the materials from one place to another. That is not meant for shipping for the persons. But Srila Prabhupada took the trouble at the age of 70. He has 2 heart attacks also. He doesn't have money, 40 rupees only money. He doesn't have any person to many contacts there. Totally unknown place, totally unknown person, totally unknown people. Why he went there? For the service of Lord. Distress will be coming in this world. Distress will be there in this world, but we have to be surrendering ourselves to Krishna. Okay, if we are thinking, so Pandavas were there, Kauravas were also there. This is not like if they are instrument, they should favor the Kauravas because they were in the wrong side. Let them be in the wrong side. I should be in the good side. I should be totally devoted to Krishna. That is the thing. So learn from the Pandavas, learn from our acharyas how they are working for Krishna. That is the thing. Okay, Mataji. So
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Your lectures is the best and the loveliest. You took me to the different worlds of Krishna. This is not my qualification. This is Krishna's qualification. I am only describing Krishna's quality, what Krishna has told. Just I'm like an instrument from the Guru, from the Gauranga, from the Krishna. I'm just like an instrument for them, just like a postman. Whatever they have said, I'm just transferring it to you. So it is not my qualification, not my anything from my side. This is all of them are from their side. Whatever I'm learning from them, whatever I'm hearing from them, whatever I'm reading from them, I'm just trying to transfer it to you. This is for my purification. This is from my side, for like my service, so that I can purify myself. Okay. Yes, when our faith gets shaken, we must just chant, right, Prabhuji? Yes, that is the thing. So once there was one incident was there that Charu Bhakti Charu, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj was saying that one incident of Srila Prabhupada, he was saying that Srila Prabhupada once initiation ceremony was there, and the devotees used to manage that those initiation ceremonies, and there was too many. So today was one day there was initiation ceremony, and there was too many faults were there during the arrangement. So many faults were there during the arrangement. So many things were not arranged properly. So Srila Prabhupada was very angry. He was very disturbed. He was very disturbed on those days. Okay, on that time, one of the devotee was there. So he used to come to temple regularly. He used to see whenever someone is in distress, other devotee used to say him, okay, you are in distress, you should chant. Okay, you are in distress, you should chant, like that. Okay, so that devotee used to see that. So he went to Srila Prabhupada. He tells, why don't you just chant on the beads? Srila Prabhupada, when he hears it, okay, he was a great devotee. He is great devotee, so much realized devotee. But when a simple person tells him that why don't you chant the Lord's name, he just took his bead bag and started chanting. Such a humble person. Okay, okay, it is not a how can a neophyte devotee can tell me like this, I'm acharya, not like that. He just took the bead, started chanting. So this is the humility they have. Okay, this is the humility of acharya. We should learn from them. When we read about the this Leelamrita, Prabhupada Leelamrita. Okay, Prabhupada books are there based the life of the Prabhupada is written in the Leelamrita. So many volumes are there, 6 volumes are there. Okay, you can read that, or a small volume. The condensed form is also there, that is called Prabhupada, the Messenger of God. So you can read that book also. So when we read those books, we associate with Prabhupada. We know about Prabhupada, how he has done all those things, how the movement grew, and what are the qualities of Prabhupada. Okay, so those things when we read about the book. So I encourage you to read that book also. That is the one condensed form is there, that is called Prabhupada, the Messenger of God. And the second book, the elaborated form, that is called Leelamrita. Okay, Prabhupada Leelamrita. So you can you can read those books. Okay.
Hey Krishna Prabhuji, I think the next class has started joining in. Like,
Okay. So
I see 4-5 new devotees.
Okay, Mataji, we'll leave. So the new devotee who has joined, please rejoin, because I will be ending the class. Okay.
Hare